and gentlemen, and as always, thank you for watching. We have a customer that has called. They have a loaded box truck that was attempting to make a delivery and is about to roll over. I do not have time. There's no injuries, but we got to roll. Here we go. Trees are starting to change colors.
Yeah, I always love it when that happens. Granted, I ain't worked in it in a long time, but I always like it.
Then turn right.
I prefer it to work in the winter outside than it did in the summer.
Through here and around. It's supposed to be up in there somewhere on that side, but they wanted us to come around this way. Said it's up in the trees somewhere. Doesn't look like it
Keeps going, doesn't it?
well, the map shows that it does, but doesn't show on this map. Yeah, hold on. Is that it down there though? Ooh, that's kind of nasty.
That's the truck.
Well, we're gonna walk. Let's see what we got. All right, we can't get around it here. Looks like we may be in the wrong spot.
Yeah, we might have to come around the other side.
May have to back in from that side and lift the back end up out of it, or somehow come around that way and pull it. Not quite sure.
Pull it, it's gonna fall.
Nah, it's not leaning as bad as I thought. What's a heck of a ditch though. Oh, howdy sir.
Back at it again.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I can almost drive right past him. If there was a way to grab a hold of the son of a gun, I could just pick it up. Wow, look at that. Do what? Well, it's a brand new box truck too, looks like.
Yep. Paul said I had to break it in.
Oh, that you did, I believe. How solid this is here. I hate getting that big truck off on the edge, but
There's no.
honestly, I don't.
You can drag it.
I think we can just drag it sideways. It won't hurt. Except, well, I don't know about the lift gate though. But then we're fighting gravity. We'd have to get the spreader bar. I mean, I could do it. Could lift it. How much you got in it, do you know?
There's nothing in it.
Oh, it's empty?
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Probably like 5 pounds, that's it.
That's it? All right. So what we'll do, Matt, I think, is I'll back up and we'll come past it. If we can get past it here, I think we can. We'll get past it and we'll tie a low line to the wheels, and then we'll grab a hold of the frame with one of our chains and put a strap with one of the protectors around this to kind of give this a lift. You know what I mean? That, or we can go, I could even go all the way over with the boom and lift off the tire and drag at the same time, so we don't get that lift gate.
That'd be better. You don't want to drag the lift gate.
Yeah, I don't want to drag the lift gate. Brand new box. We don't want to damage it. I think sliding it will be okay though, but let's see. Oh yeah, this loose gravel here. I just don't want to bend anything. And you saw on that trailer how those lift gates are.
Yep. I don't think they don't look very big right there. Would be a problem under here. Because I was.
Oh, I'll stay off the lift gate. I wouldn't get anywhere near the lift gate.
I don't know if it's gonna hurt it to drag it because it is buried a little bit under
Well,
there.
that's why I'm saying, and we'll probably try to get a lift on it. We'll get a lift and use a drag winch to pull after we lift. I'll get the boom stretched out over it. I think we'll be all right. We'll make it. That's soft right there. Oh. Now, see how my backing skills are. Could back down here if there was a tree over there and just redirect, but nope, not gonna work that way. Sometimes people ask why I park so far away from a situation, because I don't want to end up in the same situation. It's much easier to walk in, and it certainly ain't gonna hurt me. Truck's not going anywhere until I move it. Thankfully, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Once again, testing my backing skills. cool how that rock's standing up like that. Got another one over here. I need to be on that road over there. Or I get back up to him. Lift and push. With it being empty, it's not that big of a deal. For this truck anyway. I can squeeze past him. If not, I'll test my backing skills again. Big thing's not as easy to navigate as some people think. I didn't see anybody in there, but need to be on that road over there. There's somebody working on the tractor. Stay off the highway. I think we got it. Sweet. turned the engine fan off so it's not kicking up dust. It is. Just take this 20. We don't need much, we just need enough to don't know where our tether line went.
I don't see it anywhere over there.
So it should have been here, but
We surely made it back. There it is.
yep, there it is. And there's one of our frame hook chains. What in the world's it doing over on this side? Oh. This is for my low pull I'm gonna get back here. Get you plenty of slack. There you go. I'd prefer the wide strap. One of the yellow ones that are up here, but they're hard to get over the edge of that, so we're not going to need much. But now we will have to be able to hook into one of my mains. So give me just a second here. All right, drag should be free. The green, that's the drag winch. We'll take it to my chain over there, but we'll also go, I want to redirect it down here low to this outrigger. Oh, there you go. All right, so you see what I did there?
Yep.
We're redirecting it for a low pull so we don't lift on that, on this side that's leaning. We could probably get it with just that. If it was older wheels, tires and wheels, I'd hook a chain into the tire and wheel and pull on that rather than on the frame. All right, so take that around to the other side and hook it into your loop, and then we'll pull that. We may have to, I don't know if it's long enough. Huh? Hold on. Yeah, we'll tie it into here. That way we can pull it over the top.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but we'll need to make sure that I can get my boom to where I can hook into this. You know what I mean? All right, this end right here will be anchored to this side of the truck.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And that will go to my boom. But I need to be able to be sure that when we pull that over, we don't pull it too much, but yet I can still hook it into the boom.
Okay.
All right, where am I hanging down there?
Right here, right at the bottom.
Okay, so what we need to do for now is grab another one and a shackle and tie it into it so that I can pull this down some more, and then we can pull it back down on the other side. You know what I mean? You're trying. I understand. Now you'll need a shackle, D-ring, clevis, whatever you want to call it. Other side. Hey. Fourth box on the right. Do what? Well, I want the two tied together. Yep, I just want them tied together so that whenever I pull this over so that I can get my cable hooked in, we've got enough here to be able to pull it back down to us. And then we'll anchor this. We'll take this one out of the equation. This is just so we can pull our strap back down to us to where we can get to it.
Okay.
Okay? I know it's a little confusing.
Oh yeah, it's very confusing.
You may have to give me some assistance there. There we go. Ugh. Hold on, Matt. I think we can work this here. If you can hand me that white hook right down there, or the, well, it's gray. It's down in front of you. All right. It's all right. Okay. And we don't want to scratch anything. Brand new truck. All right, so now we pull this back down. Oh, we really didn't need to. Not much anyway. Oh my goodness. Okay, so maybe we did. Can you grab a hold to help me? All right. There we go. That's good. That's good. Now, you know what that other frame chain looks like? Like the frame grab hook. It has that flat hook on it. take it in just like that, and then pull this in as tight as we can get it, because we don't want this, the chain, on the spring. We could have actually used our shackle, clevis, D-ring, whatever you want to call it. Nope. There you go. All right, so we'll want to grab that plastic armor angle. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope, I do not.
All right. That's all right. That's all right.
First I've ever heard of it.
All right, grab that stuff. Let's bring it back over here. Put everything in a neat little pile so we know where everything's at. This is my armor angle. It helps protect that bottom rail. And I'll have the boom high enough to where we shouldn't have to worry about the top. But typically we'd want one on the top rail as well. So whenever I give you the signal that I'm ready, I'll have you just make sure that this stays in place. Okay. All right. What that does is it distributes the weight on that bottom rail, and it doesn't cut through this aluminum rail.
Okay. All
right. So right now you don't have to sit here and hold it. Just make sure that whenever it does go, it goes like up that. Just like that.
Okay.
Okay. And it can be troublesome. So just give me a second to get set up. Okay. Don't fight it while you're sitting here waiting. Green and white. And I'm going to put just a little bit of a side on it, side pull. Right there. Okay. Now I'm going to pull that white. There you go. All right, it should start getting some tension on it. Ready? Yep. All right, see the box art? Stand back here and watch the box. See how that box is already starting to move? Yep. All right, so I'll lift a little bit, or roll actually. I don't want to put too much on that top rail, and I'll side pull at the same time with the drag winch. See, it brought that lift gate up out of the dirt. Yep. That's all I wanted, was just enough to get it out of the dirt.
You're right, there's so much to learn.
It's all a matter of angles, my friend. That's it. Angles, geometry, trigonometry, nothing major.
Yeah, nothing major.
So I've stopped pulling on the white line because we're no longer tilting. So we can take the white line down and he should be good to move. It takes long, if you do it right, it takes longer to set up a lot of times than it does to actually do the job. But if you set the pull up right, you set the job up properly, you don't have issues. You know, take everything out of his way, and that way maybe he can go ahead and all right, let's get this out of the tire and wheel. Look, lost my glasses. And then we'll shovel this or rake it whenever he gets out of the way. All right. There you go. Speed, high speed. Matt's already got most everything put back up where it needs to go.
Whoa.
We try. Time we got?
3:46.
We'll make it back. We should. Be close, but we should.
Just a little after 2:30 when we left. We've been up here only about an hour. Been gone only about an hour.
Yep, I'm gonna get this up here and fold all this up while he's trying to move. I may have to pull forward so that he can swing and then cut this way. I probably will. Now we will have to raise that spade up. Fold it up, I mean. But it'll take a second for the air ride to level out. Well, never mind, it already has. Hold on just a second, Matt. There's a pin, not the pivot pin, but the other one. There should be one that it pivots on, and then there's a lock pin. That big round one is the pivot pin. This is the lock pin. Let's take that out. Slide it like this. Fold it up all the way. And that goes back in there. Okay. Put the pin in it, and it rests against it. Just like that. And we're good. I'll pull forward.
Grab the camera?
Not yet. I'm gonna have to back up that hill. He should be to where he can back out of there now. Whoa! Oh, now I see why he stopped. I didn't see that ditch on the other side. Oh yeah, he's good now. Make sure he gets up there. He should have it. There's a big flat area. And when we come out, where I had to, where the gravel wise down at Highway W, I was just barely able to make it without getting on the road because it's that sharp of a turn. That's why we came in from the north. So going out, we'll go south.
Okay. Well, we'll be able to ride back out ourselves, aren't we?
I'm gonna back out and probably go up to the top of the hill, and I'll get out and walk the ground and see if it's firm enough for me to turn around. Hopefully it's firm enough for me to turn around, and we'll, that way I'll be headed driving out instead of backing out.
Have a good one.
I'll make sure he gets all the way to the top first. All right, he's at the top of that hill. He's gonna practice his backing skills just like I did earlier. All right, and make sure he can navigate the turnaround. Of course, he's empty, so shouldn't be a problem for him, but that 78,000 pound, or 73,000 pound girl, maybe a little different. Okay, loose gravel, backing up the hill. You heard the air hiss. When you put it in reverse, or whenever you set the parking brake, that's when the lift axle lifts.
Oh, okay.
People say on camera they never see the lift axle down. That's because it only is down when you're rolling forwards. When you're stopped, it lifts.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself.
All right, but on loose gravel, going backwards, I've got all 8 wheels locked in. I've got the power divider locked, and I've got the inner axle locked, so I have less chance of spinning out.
All right, lady, can't close the runoff or
nice property back here. Though it may appear to be hard packed, don't take that for granted. See, there's gravel.
Yeah.
Up. So I'm gonna get out and walk it. And if you notice, I've got myself positioned so I'm going forwards. So if I feel it starts sinking, my back tires are still on solid ground, and I've still got traction, and I might have an option to back out.
Okay.
Okay. If it's questionable ground, you want to ease into it forward, at least my opinion. You ease into it forward. That way, if it does sink, you've got solid ground on your drives so you can try to come out. It's what we call walking the ground. Feels good and hard packed. It's up here on top of the hill with all this wind. Little loose gravel, but not bad. Oh. All right. So that's what I'm gonna do. Come on, girl. Axle's locked in, it wants to push the front end because all 8 are trying to drive straight. That'd make for a good picture up here on this hill. If you notice, I give it a second before I start backing up to allow that airlift axle to raise up. All right, make sure there's nobody coming up that hill on us. Yep, we're gonna have to Austin Powers it. If I'd turned these off a little sooner, I probably would have made it, but oh well. Come on, girl. Get in there. And you do that too much, and you lose air pressure because that lift axle is going up and down, up and down, up and down. Yep, it's about to. Now we're on solid hard packed ground now. We're good. We're good. All right. Back to the shop we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Driver's safely out, and so are we. As always, thank you for watching. God bless.